Hello everyone, welcome to my creative project video presentation. Today what I will present is a solution to tackle high unemployment during COVID-19 pandemic. That is a shared employee platform called Alltime. To get started, let's look at the background of this solution. As the COVID-19 continued to worsen, prolonged social bans and business restrictions has made sustainable employment impractical. According to the United Nations reported, 200 million people will lose their job this year because of the COVID-19 effect, and global unemployment will rise from 187 million in 2019 to 205 million in 2022. More damage to the labor market is the decline in full-time jobs has led to a decline in overall working hours. However, rising unemployment will have a range of social and economic effects. People will earn less income because they don't have a job, and they are forced to spend less on consumption to relieve financial pressure, which lead to economic downturns. Therefore, the government will introduce a series of fiscal or monetary policies to control, but the result is usually inflation. People's living standards will decline. The chart on the slide shows that global unemployment rate in 2020 is the highest in near 3 decades. Those examples fully illustrate that the world labor market is experiencing a crisis. Let's move on and explain what is Alltime. It refers to a platform to share idle employees' labor resources across borders and allocate them to the labor subjects with labor demand gap, in order to adjust the shortage or surplus of labor in special period between different labor uses under the premise of respecting the willingness of employees. So why we need Alltime? I think it's as a resources allocation between employers and the employees. As job seekers, the platform ensures a sustainable job opportunities and income securities while maintaining flexibility. The more work you do, the more money you earn. Enterprise on the other side, the platform provides a large number of labor and solves the labor shortage problem. What's more, it can reduce labor costs for some seasonal enterprise. There are different views on this new concept in society. America believes that employee share programs under a particular period of COVID-19 are feasible because they provide workers with protection against uncertainty in the labor market and reduce labor costs for employers. However, Babbitt questioned the legal risks behind the model, such as who pays for the social insurance and who is liable for injuries and accidents at work. In my opinion, under the catalyst of COVID-19, this human resources allocation model should be innovated to solve the problem of unemployment. Nevertheless, sharing employee model can only be used as a supplementary way to solve labor shortage, which can solve local problems but difficult to solve universal problems. Sharing employees is only aimed at idle regular workers between enterprises, and there are more temporary workers and hourly workers in the market at present, which lead to be adjusted by the talent market and labor companies. In the long run, as long as enterprises need to increase mutual trust and authority improve laws to regular market behavior, I believe this new employment model will be the future trend.